What's up, everybody? Welcome to How Times Change. Every Wednesday, we go over topics like music, history, technology. This is a history and social norm show, so we like to tackle those different kind of things like that. Today, our topic is trap queens. So we're gonna go over some trap queens and just overall hustling of the female persuasion. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to hear about the trap kings or trap bosses and all that, you guys gotta hit me on IG. Let me know. But if not, we ain't doing it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So, if you ladies can introduce yourself so somebody can fave you and come to your live and drop you a dragon. Yeah.
I am the sexiest of Simone's Queen of Spade. I am part of Spade Nation. I haven't really been on tag too long. I have a love-hate relationship with this app, but right now it is mostly love. I have built a community. Well, excuse me, I haven't built a community, but I am in a community full of supporters, full of lovers, and I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for having me on the show. And yeah.
I am kind-hearted babe, queen of Carolot land, where if no one else cares, kind cares. Yeah, come save me, come get loved on in Carolot land. And if you don't see me in Carolot, you'll always find me in the palace.
You're a lot, land.
Yeah. Hi, Lexter.
All right. So blessings up to our co-host. She will not be here today. She's dealing with some stuff, so we'll keep her in mind. Um, so we'll start with you, Carolot Land, kind. Oh, I don't know. You probably got like a mean streak secretly or something.
I do.
Yeah, you got to.
Please, don't cross me.
All right. So, do you know anything about any trap queens per se?
I am probably the most not gonna know. Yeah, I don't. I don't even really listen to like a lot of hip hop music. I like to think I'm a gangster, but even I say the word wrong, I heard. So no, I probably wouldn't know what a trap queen is. I know what a hustler is, a female hustler, but a trap queen, nah, I don't know.
Well, good thing for you. You on the history show, Miss Simone.
I would have to agree. I do not know what's a trap queen, who's a trap queen. I do know a lot of female hustlers out here, but no, I'm so far removed from that. So
Okay, okay. If I told you they were pretty much the same thing, would you guys be like, oh, ah?
Yeah, I would.
yeah,
Go ahead, hit me with the O kind.
Oh my God, really? Oh
Man,
my.
amazing. Amazing. All right, so if we look in the history of America just in general, a lot of crime started off just, not with us per se, but the main thing you had like the mafia, Golden Spiders, Black Mafia, not it's not Black Mafia family, but the original Black Mafia and different things like that. We know that most African Americans got in gangs to protect our neighborhoods originally, so, and then it just grew to whatever the craziness we got going on now. But we're going to target the 90s when in the 90s was the big drug game, 90s, early 2000s. If you guys were alive then and seen some of the things going on in the news or even cared about what's going on in the news or your hood, you would have read about some of these queens. All right. So, first person, I just want to bring you guys' attention, Big 50. Now, when you hear Big 50, you probably think of a guy, right?
Yeah.
Right, right, right. So Big 50 was from Detroit. She ran with, all the Detroit gangs like BMF, White Boy Rick, Lamar from the show that you guys know, Lamar, he was a real person, different things like that. Yep, Big Meech ran with Big Meech and all of them. Now Big 50 got her name because she had a big chest, you know what I'm saying? She had them 50 cows on her chest, you know what I'm saying? So that's where she got her name from. She sold the white girl, you know, the tar, I know I'm lacing y'all right now because y'all probably don't know. That's cocaine. Tar is the heroin. You
The
know what I'm
white
saying?
dragon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about a couple things. All right. So, Miss Simone, what is something you've hustled for?
I felt like just everything in my life, my first apartment, my car. My mom has always set me up in a position where I didn't have to struggle through life. She made it very it was very important that I had to work towards everything that I got. Like I never had any help when it came to paying for down payments or paying my car notes, things like that. So everything that I've acquired in my life, I've hustled for. Even my dogs that y'all seen when I came in here, I've always been like an animal person, and I had to show and prove that I can take care of an animal. I've had to do just everything. So any accomplishment, any I I used to be in a cooking show growing up, and when I tell you I did not know how to cook, so I really had to like get in my bag. I had just signed up for the show just because, and I really had to get in my bag and learn. And I feel like that was a big deal for me because I won. I won first place for that thing. So things like that.
Nice, nice. Kind, you had to do some hustling.
I've been hustling since I was 16 years old. Okay, I was a foster child. Everything I ever owned from the age of 16 and older was all mine. I paid for my own college. I worked 3 jobs. I graduated with no debt. I have my own business. So hustling is not a strange term for me. It's something that I do. It's something I do every day, all day, since I've been 16. And I'm 30 now. So
Okay, okay. I mean, you kind of still look 16, but hey, hey, good genetics. So, both two things you guys both said, you guys were younger and had to hustle, right? So, our friend Big 50, her and her homegirl linked up, and this red limo would come and pick them up on Thursday nights, right? Every Thursday. And when they got back from the little limo ride, which didn't take too long, they both got $2,500, right? So, what do you assume that Big 50 was doing if she took a short ride in a red limo for $2,500?
making a drop or picking up a package.
Okay, it was her and her homegirl though. They both went. They both had 2,500 each.
I
So
don't
they
know.
split it.
I read a book where you always bring a person with you so you stay safe when you're picking up a drop or dropping off a drop. I don't know.
Correct. I seen in the comments dancing. They were dancers. Yeah.
Like a
Okay.
stripper.
Strippers. Yeah. Them good old strippers, right? You know what I'm saying? Quick $2,500. Yeah, you gotta remember how she looked. She had that little Coke bottle shaped with them 50 cows on her. So they was throwing them dollars. Red limo came and picked her up. All right, have you guys ever take aspirin before? Yeah. You
A
had
regular aspirin.
aspirin, yeah, aspirin,
Yeah.
ibuprofen.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going into nothing crazy. I know you look, y'all look drug free to me. You know what I'm saying? But there was another lady that was on the radar named Candace Wilson. Candace Wilson opened up her own pain management clinic, right? She met a doctor and he was writing them fake scripts. You know what I'm saying? So I know everybody in here knows somebody in the hood that always got them pills. Yeah, we don't gotta say their names. I know somebody might throw a name out in the comments. It might be like a Pookie or something. You know that name Pookie? No, all right. So she pretty much opened up pain facilities where they were getting oxys, Adderalls, different things like that most people use to stay awake and different things. You know, that sound legal or illegal though.
It sounds illegal, but for some reason I feel like you finna tell me some way she made it legal.
The business was legal. The scripts were illegal. You can't. It's like when dispensaries first started. You go in there and be like, oh, I got a cough or my knee hurt, and then now you got a weed card. It was the same thing. It was the same thing. All right. Um, Simone, what kind of traits does struggle make you develop as a woman?
Mm, just like a diamond with any pressure, something beautiful comes out like strength, resilience. I just feel like the biggest thing that you'll get out of it is strength. I'm so nervous, y'all, so I apologize that I'm like stuttering my words, but yeah, strength.
Nervous, we wouldn't even know. Kind. What kind of traits would come out of struggle to develop you as a woman?
I mean, I would have to agree with Sexy and say that it's like strength, resilience, independency, the ability not to depend on anyone because you're so used to getting it on your own. So definitely independence. Um,
At the end of this, y'all both gonna call yourselves trap queens?
no, I'm not track queen.
No, you're not trapping. Okay.
No.
All right. So our next one, right? Which obviously, they got to get good. They got to get better, right? Or just got to look more legit. So the next lady, Jamila Davis, she was the mortgage pioneer. She pretty much set it up to where black people can move into white neighborhoods for the low, long as they paid the mortgage to her, right? So she would go in, convince these companies to buy up these properties, and then she would set up an account for the money to siphon through so they could buy the houses. The money would go to her. And, she felt like she was helping people, So I'm putting my people in neighborhoods that they need to be in, right? How y'all feel about that? Would
I feel
y'all
like
buy
that's
a house
dope.
on the block?
I
Yeah.
feel like that's dope. People doing that now.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
still
but
doing
what's one thing that happens typically in our community with things like that?
Finesse, overcharging. I don't know. Or people don't know how to act, so then it comes back to her that she's doing all that. I don't know.
She was a hero,
ghetto.
Yeah,
I mean, she gotta be getting a cut,
obviously.
profit.
right? So what it was is people not paying their bills is what brought it down. You know, like the other day I was on a Hood Feud, and one of the questions on there I was like, "Shoot, rent a center coming to the door." You know what I'm saying? So what's one thing black person ain't gonna answer the door for? Rent a center. You know. So you living in this lavish house, but you can't pay the bill. But you could be there though. You just couldn't pay the bill. So in a sense, she was Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, which actually single-handedly she bankrupted the company. I think it was Liberty Financial or something like that. She completely bankrupted them because she went in there and smooth talked them, and they forfeited so many loans. And this was in one of the higher neighborhoods in New Jersey. Jamila Davis, y'all go check her out. She was in the neighborhoods before Diddy was there. Before all the people that like to throw them lavish parties. She was there first. All right. So Simone, if you had the option to flip 10K in food stamps or flip 10K in regular dollars, which one would you pick? First off, I don't even want to assume. Do you know what food stamps are?
Yeah.
Y'all kind of square. All right.
Whoa, hold
Y'all
on,
be,
hold
Flip
on. That's too much.
10K in food stamps or 10K regular dollars.
yeah.
I would flip 10K food stamps.
Okay. Okay. What you doing, kind?
I'm trying to remember the math for like the trade rate on food stamps, if it makes sense. But I guess I guess Major's right. There'd be no taxes on the food stamps, so I guess I'll flip the stamp.
Typically, when people buy stamps, they give you half for more. So if I want $100 in stamps, I'm gonna give you $50 for those 100 stamps. So the
Oh no,
person really
I'll flip
buying the
regular money.
stamps, the
Regular
person
money.
buying the stamps really comes out more.
Regular money. No.
Yeah. Obviously, I think I just finessed myself a little bit.
Right?
Hey, hey, it's okay. It's okay. You gotta learn, right?
But food
Right.
stamps are free, exactly. But I mean, at the same time, at some point, we're assuming this 10K and regular money is free too. Like you just gave it to me, and I'm just gotta flip it. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I switched my answer there because I just finessed myself. You went from 10K to 5K.
So it's almost like if you get the stamps, you get a guaranteed $5,000, right? If you doing the 10K in cash, if hopefully you don't get finessed.
If you hit, you hit. You don't, you don't.
Right, right. All right. There's a term with the police called the chivalry hypothesis, right? You guys both know what chivalry is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like it's dead?
I would say no. Just like not all men are bad, not all women are bad. So I think chivalry is definitely not dead. There are some men who still practice it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So give me one example, ladies, of men being chivalrous in your life.
I went on a date once and it was raining. And so he took off his jacket and put it over my head and walked me to the car.
And
I
that,
thought that was so romantic.
oh, that's cute.
I can name
Simone.
a lot, but my favorite act of chivalry is I don't touch any door. And I know that's so cliche, but the partner that I'm currently with, I'm talking about a car door, a door to a house, a door to a restaurant. That means the world to me. And gets mad if I do. That makes me feel good. Not gonna lie. So I don't touch any door. That's my favorite right now.
Yeah, we gonna have to have him on the show. I got questions.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah, he don't need a tag. We got him. All he need to do is log in.
Closer than
Hmm.
you think.
Yeah, he could put a mask on too. We don't need anybody seeing him recognizing his face.
Facts, facts.
All right. So the chivalry hypothesis, right, is pretty much when women go to jail and either depending on how they look, they either get a heavy sentence or a light sentence. Now you think that's fair?
no, that's crazy.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that for me?
So it pretty much depending on how the woman looks in the chivalry hypothesis, they get a lot of time or a little bit of time based off of their looks.
No, that's not fair.
Right. Yeah, the chivalry hypothesis. Y'all go look it up. It gets deeper. But pretty much it's like in life, it sounds confusing when they explain it because it's saying women know their role in life, right? We know you guys are supposed to be the homemaker, take care of the kids and different things like that. So the justice system views crime as a men's thing. So they're like, oh, you shouldn't be out here doing that because you're a woman, or you shouldn't be doing that because you're a woman.
Okay.
And yeah, so they go strictly off of that. That's why you see these football numbers for certain offenses. Like Big 50 went to jail numerous times, and how she liked to look at things was, I did the crime. I'm not even gonna go to court and fight it or whatever. Just tell them how many years I gotta do. She just said, forget it. I gotta go to jail. I gotta go to jail. I'm not gonna do no extra stuff. Jamila Davis served 12 years. Candace did 30 months, and then she did 2 years after that. Right. So it don't seem, it seemed like Jamila, she put all those people in those houses and bankrupt the whole company, got 12 years. Candace supplied everybody with favorite narcotics in the hood for years. She opened up multiple locations and only got 2 years. Some would say that somebody's time was more than the other for a crime that was similar, right? Anything doing drugs and dealing with gangs, they got gang enhancements. So anytime you're connected to certain people, you can get a bigger charge, and it's also racketeering or the kingpin stature laws. You can go after your whole group and get everybody, even the person dropping off the paper bag. A Rico, that's what I was thinking of. Rico, there we go. Rico charges. Yeah. So anybody, even the person dropping off the little baggie on the corner, could get a maximum sentence. My man down here, he's a law professor, so he knows a little more. I'm glad I have him here. I don't want to be like all in your business, but we gonna be all in your business. Have y'all ever been in trouble before? Right?
Law or
You got a whooping before by your parents per se. We'll just start at the beginning. Did that detour you from doing anything else?
Yeah,
no?
you know.
Okay, we know kind messing with her braids over there, so we know she didn't kept doing it. You know, Simone, what about you? You keep doing you keep doing the same offense.
Maybe not the same offense, but I would still continue to do something. Or like they said, I would get better at it, like sneakier about it or things like that. I just wouldn't get caught.
Right. Great answer. Great answer. Because it brings me to my next point. A lot of these ladies would do things in one field, and when they get caught in one, not just get caught, they would be like, I need to add more to my repertoire. So they would do other things like learn how to do another kind of hustle. And even today, after they've gotten out of the game, they still using a trap like hustle to make money and do things. Some of them are record producers now, own foundations and different things like that. All right, so if you guys could tell everybody in the comments one thing that you learned from hustling that you would tell them not to do, what would it be?
Don't burn out. Like don't go so hard that you burn out because I feel like with hustling you're gonna be quick on your feet. You're gonna be trying to get to that bag or whatever you're trying to get to, whatever accomplishment you're trying to get to. But I feel like when you have your eyes on a certain prize, you can do too much. Like there is a time where you could just do too much. So just make sure that you plan out whatever you need to do to get to wherever you need to be, but don't burn out. because burnout will set you back. Like it'll make you feel like, okay, you know what, I've hit a wall, and then you'll stay there. So don't burn out.
Don't hire your friends, okay? When you're starting a business and you're hustling, of course you want to bring your friends with you. You want your friends to win, but qualified is qualified. If they're not qualified, they're only going to hinder your success. I had to learn that the hard way. So all your friends can't come with you, or at least they can't work for you. Not
Right.
qualified is not qualified. Point, period, blank. Friendship don't make you qualified in the rules of business.
Right, right. We know that. We know that you can't bring everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? And I always say when first started doing this show, before I even started doing it, I went to all my friends and was like, "Hey, y'all, I want to do a featured show. What do y'all think about it? Oh, you shouldn't do that. It's a waste of time. That's lame. People that take the app too serious do that." And all kinds of things. But it's like it's a feature show. It's 1 hour out of the week. There's no requirements for it but me to show up, right? And to have people that want to be on it. I could be on the other side, flipping diamonds, struggling in comps, being in drama, doing all the regular tag stuff, right? But I just wanted to get on here and produce some content. And my friends told me don't do it. But let's flip this dragon though. So, a lot of the people who I asked to be a part of the journey in the beginning, they ain't here. But when they see me on Instagram or they come in the show, they'd be like, "Oh shoot, man, that show tight. That's dope, man." But you don't remember me telling you I wanted to do it, and you was like, "Don't do it." But I ain't brought it up to nobody yet. They've been in here a couple times while I've said it though. Um, all right, a quote from a lady hustler. It said, "Hustling just is." Oh, wait, let me scroll up because I got two quotes. Yeah, all right. Hustling is just working on something that you're good at, or is hustling working on something that you're bad at just because you want to make the money? What do you guys think?
You can go first.
I feel like it's a little bit of both, but because the more you do something, the better you get at it. So you could be bad at it, but you're getting better at it. So I feel like it's a little bit of both.
Okay, cool. Right, because obviously you want to do something that you're good at, and how you gonna know if you bad at something if you really don't do it in the first place, right? So look, Simone, I'm gonna give you a hustle, right? This is what I want you to do. This is a guaranteed hustle. It's my hustle on tag, right? Everybody about to learn, right? So the little diamond up in the corner, right? If you do your tag math and stuff, right? How much if I swipe for $100, right? How much is that?
On the
In
what is
diamonds,
on
in
here?
diamonds. If I
Oh,
swipe for $100 and give somebody, how much is that in diamonds?
wait, hold on. I gotta think about the gifts. 32K. Yeah, because that's
32K.
two.
What would we do? What would we do without Ace, y'all? He got that math down, right? So how much is a rose?
80 diamonds.
Oh well, the new rose, right? For sure, the new rose. All right, it'll work still. So
The
do you
old
guys know
rose
it?
was 40.
Yeah, the old rose was 40, right? So do you know if you ask for 800 roses, that's 32K.
I like flower showers, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. So you could say, like, instead of being on your live asking for jets, carpets, dragons, you can literally get the same place asking for roses, right? That brings me to a panhandler. There was a guy on the streets of California who made $1 million on the beaches asking for change. He actually did it in me in Solid City. He became a millionaire in a year asking for change. Now, how would you view that?
I mean, he's a hustler.
Yeah.
I mean, all he was doing was asking for change. He had pure motivation, and he stayed out there in that sun. I'm guessing y'all from that side, so it was hot. He had that consistency, and that's real hustle right there. Asking for change and making $1 million, you can't knock it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Hello.
Right, right. So
And value change.
uh, you would say that you probably had definitely had like a hustler mindset, right? So another lady, to Wheeler Leonard, she started a nonprofit and she used the kids to stand in front of Walmart's selling candy bars and other things, and she made $5 million. Now, how do you look at that? You feel like she bad because she used the kids?
No, they do it with Girl Scout cookies all the time. They put them kids out in front of them stores, and they know what they're doing. So why can't you use mine? Like, yeah, I think
Right.
they're smart.
Yeah. Shit. Teaching them how to hustle, right? I mean, it was a illegal business, but
Yeah.
everybody profited from it. She made 5 million. So out of that 5 million, how much do you think the kids got out of that?
Couple thousand.
Zero.
All the kids, I think. Hold on, let me. I think it was 15 kids. She split 1.7 million between 15 kids and their families. When she went to court, none of the kids wanted to tell on her. No kid testified against her, causing them to drop the case and only give her conspiracy charges.
Mm.
I ain't telling y'all to go use the kids. Yeah.
No.
Yep. 100K each. Yeah. What's something deteriorating in your neighborhood that you would like to fix up?
Mm,
Deteriorating.
Yeah, just like broken down, old that you always see that you would like to fix up.
yeah, our playground is kind of trash. A lot of broken things on our playground. But that's about it.
I guess the parks. Yeah.
The next person took out loans from the government to fix up local parks, and Boys and Girls Club. So got close with the governor, mayor of the city, and decided to fix up the parks and neighborhoods using her dead sister's name because she was a two-time felon. That like good. That she had her heart in a good place though, right?
I mean, I'm not mad at her, but nah, I don't know. You use your dead sister to get the loans to fix up. I mean, she's dead.
Maybe she was her mindset was she was doing it in her sister's name, in the name of her sister, like that was her logic. Like my sister loved, love the kids, love the, so maybe that was her thing. I mean, her sister's dead anyway, so it's, God rest her soul. Not like she could get in trouble, so just she would be taking the fault. So I mean, is it really that bad? I mean, I know a lot of our moms put our name on some bills before we even can walk. So I mean, that's not like, I mean, at least his sister can't get in trouble. Sister can't go buy no house now. So, and her sister had some good credit. So
And I
clearly,
mean, they weren't doing it. The government, like, she used the government loans to fix up government, like, property. Like, I don't know, y'all weren't doing this, so somebody had to do it. I don't ever really feel bad for finessing like the government or like large corporations. Like, they'll be okay.
yeah,
What, do- what
Uncle
do you
Sam
what do you
and
what do you think kind of charges she faced?
probably fraud,
Yeah.
identity theft, fraud, hearing. What did she say?
Definitely fraud. Now, the identity theft is good you brought it up. So the identity theft depended on her mother and father to press charges. Now, would you press charges on your daughter in the name of your other daughter?
Nope.
No.
No. So they had a split vote. The mom didn't want to press charges, but the dad was like she need to learn.
Wow. It be your own daddy.
Clearly, we know who the favorite child was for the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
He said dad was spiteful because he didn't get no money.
Yeah.
It's them government kickbacks, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the next person opened up her own credit and managing business. She has some famous clients like NBA star I mean NFL star Ricky Williams, NBA star Dennis Rodman, and different things like that. She used a lot of their money to fund her lifestyle by being their manager and turning out that they were broke at the end, right? So, how do you guys look at somebody being a manager and having full control of your money?
It makes sense when you're making that type of money, but obviously because of situations like this, you have to make sure that the person is trustworthy because now, I mean, and then my thing is, were you not looking at your investments? Were you not at least sitting down, seeing what's going on? Because now you just got finessed out of everything. But I do feel like at a certain level of success, you should have some type of management for your money. But obviously, that doesn't always work out in your favor.
Right. Little
Yeah.
red. You letting somebody hold your money.
No, I've been there, done that. Like I said, I was a foster kid, and before I aged out for a whole year, my foster mom got those checks that I was supposed to be getting by myself when you turn 18, and I didn't know how much I was getting. I She told me how much I was getting, and she, gave it out to me at her own leisure. Not until I turned 18 a full year later, I realized she was giving me $500 a month, but my checks were 1650. So she was robbing me blind, and I did not know because I didn't ask the right questions, nor did I care to find out. So I'm gonna manage my own money. I'm gonna make sure I read everything and know how much we're getting and percentages and stuff if I ever blow up like that. Cause man, people will rob you blind. Greed is a real thing. Like people do crazy, nasty stuff for money. Mm-mm.
I've heard that a lot from. I have a large number of friends that were foster kids, and okay, I don't know how many kids were in your house.
My last foster home, there was only two of us.
Okay, so you could assume like most people that have like five or six, if they're all getting like the same amount. So you got 5, 6 people getting $1,600 now, and then you only getting 500. Okay, yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? But at the same time, if you guys do have kids or you don't have kids, that really ain't nothing, to take care of some kids, especially when you got to feed them, clothe them, do all
Yeah,
that
but
kind of stuff.
that's the thing they don't tell you, right? Like that 1650 is the stipend for the kids, right? That's the extra. That's the good that the stuff they want to buy for school. That's what the money is supposed to be for. Outside of that, the foster parent already gets $3,000 per head in the house. So if you have 15, four, 6, 7 kids in your house, that's 3,000 times six. You're already getting that money. So why take the money that's meant for them to do regular day things like kids, like all the stuff you're supposed to buy for senior prom? That money would have helped. They be robbing the kids blind for nothing, like nothing.
Definitely do. And I asked you that for a reason so you can expand on it. I've done my research on it. It was a topic before, but I actually didn't do it yet. But it was a topic came up before with some foster kids. Like I've had friends that have fought their foster parents over money, ran away, put in fake changes of addresses, all kinds of stuff. So the checks wouldn't even go to the house. Well, this is before the you get a deposit on your card, kind of thing. 'Cause now I believe my people said every foster kid has a card like specifically for them, you know, due
I
to
don't want to like quote the wrong year, but the wrong case. But I remember it was 2014. One of the in Florida, a 18-year-old guy. He won his case against his foster parent. Where now DCF in Florida, when you turn 18, they have to set you up a bank account, whether you're still in the foster home or not, because sometimes you turn 18, but you're still in that last year of high school, and some people graduate before. They have to set you up a bank account because until you turn 18, until you graduate high school, those checks still go through your foster parent. So they can still have control of your money, or used to be. Now that money goes to you as soon as you turn 18.
for sure, for sure. Hold on, my one of my admins had something to add.
What up, dude?
Uh,
Yeah, I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say, careful with that fostering these days, man. Like, there's actually a case where a lady out in Michigan fostered a kid, and he was Middle Eastern. Turns out this kid was actually 21, a member of the ISIS, and she found an AK and RPG and stuff under his bed when he's supposed to be going to school one day. Turned him in the FBI. So it's really weird, man. Like, I know you want to people want to open up their home to these kids because we ain't got no choice, but you got to make sure that background check goes through, especially when it comes to kids from other countries, because a lot of them be undercover because they look so young, and it's just insane. But yeah, I just want to jump in and add that real quick, because kids do need a chance to actually grow, and a lot of foster parents, they do give them an opportunity to learn from them, and they foster them right, but some of them just don't do right by them, and they whip you off, and then they just treat you until you get out the system. Then they just throw you out because they just look at you like an ATM, and it's sad, but it
For
does
sure.
happen.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Yep. I see y'all.
All right.
I
Let's
think
go.
it's like
Boom.
super cute and everything to like joke about, like, oh, I'm gonna go be a foster parent. But as a foster child, I really say like Yeah, you can make decent money, but you have to understand you're taking in kids that are coming from all different types of walks of life. They're damaged. And so if you're going to take them in just for the check, don't do it. Don't do it because it's not an easy battle when you get certain different kids in your house. And these kids really need people like who are going to put in the work to love them and take care of them. So it's a job for sure, not just an easy check.
Okay, definitely. Hypothetically, out of all the things that you heard right today, if you had to make yourself a hypothetical trap queen, what kind of hustle would you do? We know Kind's not doing the foster care.
Hypothetically hypothetically speaking, in college, I was already a pookie, so I would go that way. I would open up my own little clinic.
Okay, Pookie.
Okay. I would do the kids that was selling candy. That I love that. Like, and then I feel like she didn't even have to put in that much work. She got them outside. She got the employees. Y'all get paid. I get paid. That was perfect. Like,
Yeah, solid. You missed it when I was talking about everybody know a Pookie in their neighborhood that sells something. I encountered some kids recently, like a couple months ago, right? They were standing in front of a store. They had a folder with all kinds of stuff in it, candy and a paper typed up and everything. Was like, hey, we're raising money for our basketball team, you know, and all the stuff, right? The whole time they were never on the team. And I knew somebody on the team, and when I asked them, I already was like, nah, I ain't got it right now. But I really didn't have it right now to be like, oh, here a couple dollars. But I asked them about, hey, you know these two, you know what I'm saying? You know these couple kids, and it was like, ooh, I don't know them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So they out walking around, standing in front of grocery stores with a binder full of, different candy typed up, the candy, the price, you know what I'm saying, and a cover letter so you could read the cover letter and be like, oh, it's for the basketball team, it's for the kids, they're trying to go to summer camp, or whatever, you know. Yeah, they definitely do because I was one of those kids. I remember I used to sell pens like gel pens. I made this might be funny, but I made balloon animals, right? So one day I found a I don't even know why it was in my house, but I found like this little thing with balloon, how to make balloon animals and stuff. So I took it to school and I learned how to make like the hearts and the little dogs and stuff like that. And I was selling them for like 25 cents, a dollar, 75 cents, whatever I could get my hands on at school. You know what I'm saying? Used to no, I haven't done it since high school. I don't have that skill, But I came from a area where our color is green. You know what I'm saying? So it represents money in my hood. So you got to get money however you got to think about it. So so would you guys have anything that you would like to contribute to the stream today? It could be anything that has to do with the topic at hand or just something in general, in no particular order.
I just want to say I had a whole hustle my senior year, okay? Like y'all know I wasn't getting my correct money, but your girl could always cook and bake. So I used to sell brownies and cookies on Friday. You know, we I didn't pay for the ingredients because my foster mom got food stamps for me. So I used to just get all the supplies and I made good money. I paid for my whole senior year selling cookies and brownies.
Did she know that's what you were doing?
No, I think she think I was just because I was in culinary. I was the president of culinary, so I think she was think like a homeroom, like kind of. It was a school thing I was doing. She never really asked questions, but I just know I made a lot of money. I paid for like y'all know how much senior trip is,
hmm
prom ticket. I paid for all that selling brownies and cookies. Me and my best friend from high school were just talking about this when she was up here. 10 years later, I made a lot of money. I was like the on-campus brownie cookie girl.
Right.
I
She's in character. She's in character. We talking about trap queens. She in character.
not add the green stuff.
All right. What about you, Simone? What's your take on the day, and what would you contribute?
Really, I want to contribute, like shouting out one of my trap queens, which is Smiley. She does flyers on here, and I'm just really proud of her. She does a lot, and I just want to shout out because that's her side hustle. I know that she works full time somewhere else, but yeah, I just wanted to shout her out. That's all. Madam
Okay.
Smiley, if y'all ever need a flyer.
Nah,
Shout out Trap Queen Big Bag Harley. Okay, she makes the calendars, specialized mugs and posters. As we talking about hustlers on this app, hey,
that's all of what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows somebody on here that's hustling for something. So it's cool when you have friends that actually shout you out. I always say like a cool thing that I've encountered is people telling others about what you got going on when you're not around. So people come in my life. I'm pretty sure they come in their lives also and be like, "Hey man, I heard you had a show. I heard it was real dope." Da, 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 da. And you're like, oh, "Okay, who told you?" You like it'd be like the least likely person that you think of that then told them about what you got going on or something like that. So keep doing that. So yeah, man, y'all could do y'all outros and stuff, man. If y'all got anything going on the app, let everybody know and get them fades.
Well, thank y'all for having me. I'm Sexy Simone, Queen of Spades, part of Spade Nation. Please check out our family. We have a whole bunch of trap queens in there. They're beautiful. They all have their own thing. So just come through and thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you inviting me.
Oh yeah, man, you're a trusted guest now, so we gonna spin the block on you one day.
hi guys, I am Kind Hearted Babe, Queen of Carolot Land. I am a co-host on She Code every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern with Top Badge Demigoddess, Top Badge Two Cents, and the lovely Sassy Red, as well as one of the vixens on Candy Coded Conversations every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern with Snooks, Chrissy, as well as Reflections. I am going for my top badge, so if you catch me in the rundown, say go KHB. And yeah, come get loved on in Carolot Land. I always like to stay in a world where you guys can choose to do and be anything. I hope you guys always choose to be kind. Thanks for
All right,
having me, Mir.
for
Can I show
sure,
them my
for
dogs
sure.
real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I want
Kiki.
to see your dog.
So this is my side hustle. If y'all ever want like a poodle, I am a dog breeder. Come here, Kiki. Nakia. Nakia. Oh, I don't think she really want to come out. So that's and he's not gonna leave her because she's actually in heat right now. So he's on her body. Kiki, come here, mama. Yeah, she's not. She's not loving this. Come here, mama.
She trying to get some. She in her heat. It's after. It's 2 o'clock, right? The banner's gone.
Okay, they actually doing grown folk stuff right now. So I'm gonna let
Okay.
them
Told
be.
you.
Yeah, I'm interrupting. So, but if
All
you
right.
ever come to the live, I'll definitely I'll show you my babies.
Are they standard poodles or?
They are toy poodles. So I have toy poodles, and then I have some teacups. Even though I don't try to like breed them like teacups, I do happen to have two that classify as teacups. But like I said, I don't breed them like that because you can have defects when it comes to that. But they just never got big. So yep. So
All
if y'all
right.
ever want a poodle, hit me up.
Dope, dope. All right, y'all. This been How Times Change every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Come back next week. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Remember, time brings pain and renewal. So y'all go on the Instagram, hit the link, subscribe to YouTube, see some of the past episodes, and look forward to some of the clips from this one. I'll tag you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mir Mir.
All right. All right, y'all. Man, y'all have fun, man. All right, Ace. Solid.